Tom and Adam will be joining us first. Tom Hayes and Adam Johnson, AJ Insights. They're joining us live. Forget the break. We're just going live to it, guys. Nothing like being on the hot seat. Welcome to the Big Skinny for your second, third time. I appreciate you joining me live.
Oh, thanks for having us.
All right, jump ball here. Who wants to share their first top stock pick of 2026 and why the market's got it wrong and you got it right?
Well, I'd love to here, Lou, just because it's a relatively new position for us. As you know, I've earned the nickname Turnaround Tom on Wall Street, and this is another turnaround story that we've initiated literally over the last number of trading sessions since right around Christmas through now. And it's a company that's down 83%. It's called Dentsply Sirona. The ticker is XRAY. Our basis is $11.37 across all accounts right now. And this is a very cyclical business. And
so why do you like it right now?
Well, look, why we like it right now is because healthcare, as a sector, is poised to recover massively in 2026. Dentsply is trading at 7 times earnings. They've got a new CEO who came from Globus Medical. He was there for 10 years. First as CFO, then CCO, then CEO. It was a 4-bagger over 10 years. This thing's got 5.78% dividend yield, which if they had to cut it, which is the key thing with the turnaround situation, they'd get $120 million of free cash flow. So the balance sheet's healthy. The free cash flow is healthy. They're the #1 maker of dental supplies and technologies. And they've been around since 1899, Lou. They're not going anywhere. They're #1 in the game. They're going to recover with the cycle. And we think this can be a 3 or 4 bagger over the next 3 to 5 years. We love it here.
I love the setup. Love healthcare on an absolute and relative basis. It's undervalued. Appreciate that one. Let's go to you, Adam, and let you run an innovation-focused portfolio where Tom is just turnaround. Tom has picked them really well. I can't even give you a hard time. You've had too many big winners. But Adam, you've had huge winners that are growth-oriented. So what's the #1 top stock pick for you this year?
Well, I've got 2 for you today, and I'm going to share the first one in alphabetical order, CleanSpark. This is a company, CLSK is the ticker, that is the lowest cost Bitcoin miner in the country. And that is because they have located their 33 data centers near very cheap energy sources. Yeah, they use some of the clean stuff, wind, solar, et cetera, but they're also literally positioned right on top of natural gas fields. So you don't even have to transport the natural gas to them. They're just able to run generators. You put the nat gas through the generator, spins a turbine, creates electricity on site. Super cheap. That's why they're the lowest cost miner of Bitcoin. And what's really interesting, the reason I decided to buy them, Lou, is because they are pivoting and they are starting to shift some of their excess capacity to data center mining. So, you can use the same setup, the same machines, the same electrical grid, the same capability simply for AI, and you get a much higher multiple on AI than you do for Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin, the price is so volatile, so they trade at a low multiple. This stock trades at a PE, it makes money, trades at a PE ratio of about 10 times. Well, now all of a sudden, you call it 1/5 of the capacity into artificial intelligence, and now 1/5 of the company arguably deserves probably a 40 or 50 multiple. Blend those together, and that argues for a doubling of the stock. My target is quite a bit higher than the current price, which we're shown on the screen, $12.30. But yeah, I love this one, CleanSpark.
Where do you think it go? Tom thinks his first pick, Dentsply, could go 3 to 4x from bagger from here. You think CleanSpark, same upside potential?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm north of 50.
Yeah. So, no, look, I agree. I love this.
That's more than 4 times.
Yeah, I love this space. TeraWolf, Core Scientific, CleanSpark, Cypher Mining. There's a lot of great names here doing that pivot. So, all right, Tom, back to you with another pick. We brought it on the screen, so we stole your thunder, PayPal. But why do you like a new financial type of play in this market?
Well, listen, Dentsply was a brand new pick for us. PayPal, we've been stuck in for some time. The beauty of PayPal is this reminds me a lot of Alibaba, and you followed my Alibaba saga. You couldn't give it away.
Thank you for that.
We were buying it, and it's by the way just getting started. Tripled off the lows, is going to double again over the next few years with Baba. PayPal is the exact same setup. Revenues are growing. Margins are reaccelerating. record free cash flow. You can't give the stock away. Record low multiple, 12% free cash flow yield. Look, they've got enough buyback authorization right now to buy in 28% of the company. They've reduced the share count by 18% over the last 3 years alone. Their Venmo revenues are growing 20%. Their buy now, pay later is growing 20%. Their ads business, they hired a guy named Mark Grether who ran the Amazon ad business and the Uber ad business. Oh, and by the way, they just happen to have the largest two-sided payments network in the world, 438 million active accounts. Everything is, record free cash flow, record revenues. All that's missing here is multiple expansion. When this thing gets going, just like Baba, you're not going to know what's going to be the turning point, but once it happens, everyone's going to figure it out all at once. You're going to get multiple expansion as the growth reaccelerates, and people are going to say at $140, $150, now's the time to get in. $200, they won't be able to get enough stock, and we'll be helping them out with as many shares as they want.
Yeah, so this could be this year's Alphabet. When I was banging the table at $150 a share, and then it ran to 300. You had to give it away. You couldn't give it away at the lows. So
yeah, and by the way, 6th largest stablecoin issuer in the world. So that's a free cherry on the sundae.
I like that. So all right, Adam, you rounded out here in our first segment here of top stock picks. What do you got for us? Second one.
Well, Lou, as you know, I run the American Ingenuity portfolio, which I describe as the US-based people, companies, and technologies driving the world forward. And Joby Aviation is going to completely change the way we move around. I call it the Uber of the skies, Lou. Joby, ticker JOBY, which is how you spell this company, is creating what they call eVTOLs, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, eVTOLs. Think of it as basically a drone with 6 rotors, electrically powered drone, that can carry 5 passengers plus luggage plus a pilot. And the goal is to effectively move people from city centers, like right here in the middle of Manhattan, out to the airports in 11 to 12 minutes for the price of an Uber, but you're doing it in the sky. Again, 11 or 12 minutes, and as you know, trying to get to JFK on a Friday night could be a 2-hour proposition.
Yeah, so forget it. You forget driverless vehicles. You're going to flying vehicles right to it. Let's just skip that whole transition.
Well, and I call it the Uber of the skies because Uber has changed the way we move around on the ground, and I think Joby is going to change the way we move around in the sky. Uber is a partner. So is Delta Airlines. So is Intel. So is South Korea Telecom. It's really impressive. So is Toyota. It's really impressive what they have put together here. And so much so that they were the first eVTOL company. Archer Aviation is the other one people talk about, but Joby's way ahead. The first eVTOL company to actually deploy with the U.S. Air Force that's testing them on their bases. And in fact, over the next several months, you're going to see Joby vehicles actually charging and flying around Dubai. They got an exclusive 6-year deal in Dubai, and they're going to be all over. If you've ever been to Dubai, you'll be able to land at the airport and go out to the Palm Jumeirah in literally 10, 11 minutes versus a 45-minute cab ride. Lou, it's going to completely change the way we operate. Again, that's why I call Joby the Uber of the skies, and I think this is going significantly higher.
All right, love it. You guys did not disappoint. And for our listeners that aren't familiar with Tom and Adam, I encourage you to follow them on X. Tom, Great Hill Capital Management, Adam of AJ Insight fame, and Bullseye Brief. You guys always come up with new, exciting, undervalued high growth plays that I've personally benefited from. So Mr. Tom Hayes, you got a fan out here chiming in. So it's good to know you got fans, and hopefully more. Happy New Year to everyone too. You too, Stan. Gentlemen, let's check back in maybe in a quarter. Maybe we check back in our stock picks. We make this like a fantasy league where we get one trade out of the year. We can trade out of one of our top stock picks and see who does the best this year.
Love it.
Love it.